Episode 6. Still kinda don't know what the actual plot is at all.
So here's a real question as someone who's already seen this series. Is there actually a plot?
That gets into, like, literary theory questions of what you would consider a plot. I guess from a sheer technical standpoint, there is.
You're telling me
Though
this is like a secret Dadaist anime?
I won't even say a secret dot of this anime. I'm gonna say it's just made by a bunch of guys who were drunk and you can kind of tell. I'm like I said, for some reason, what's hanging out is just that basically there's just this one thing that happened to the show that made everything else happen that we just kind of need to figure out. So one of those kind of plots. And probably not the best pick for a 26 episode series, all things considered, because as it's demonstrating, it just means that this thing is dragging. There is such a front load drag. Oh man, I should not have watched Macross before getting back into this. God damn it.
That opening for Frontier's pretty good, isn't it?
It is pretty rad. Just another building exploded. Exploding, my bad.
More people walking around in battlefields without shoes.
Man, my eyes are really off.
They have like a PD of like a foot.
Hey, kid who just exploded.
You'll be alright.
Probably. That stash, man.
Wait. Okay, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, fine. Gotta love it. Man, I really shouldn't sleep with the Blung book under my pillow.
She's lucky that's all she dreamed about.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, for like having the Cthulhu death lore under her pillow, she got off pretty easy on freaky ass streams. Man, this definitely looks like a day I'd get bored. That was some creepily detailed insect legs. Ugh!
Well, nothing else is happening, so they gotta
Yeah.
gotta put the budget somewhere else. Sorry, I was being eaten by a spider. Also, I was a
Like,
fly.
also, why did everyone turn around just like, ow, son, everything is uproared.
Just go back to sleep.
Kid, fine, just let me teach math class. Barfly just ninja'd out of that web, I guess. Oh my god, she actually is going to see a therapist.
That's unprecedented.
All things considered. Do you think she's normal? Yeah, she's probably normal, and there it goes. Plus, this guy seems insanely orientalist, so maybe we should take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I think it might have the lore of the old ones. Should I be worried?
It's bound in human flesh. But turns out a lot of old books were, so it's probably fine, right?
There's just the blood that occasionally drips out from under her door frame every night. That's how psychology works.
How old is Margaret?
Well, she's in high school, so
So if she doesn't have any memories since before 12 years ago, that seems pretty normal for someone that age. Since
unless
that's
there's
would put them at being about a toddler. Since most people don't remember that part of their lives very vividly.
yeah. So it's reasonable to think that she'd be like 3? Unless what they're saying is reverse, and in fact, she doesn't have any memories for 12 years and is just pretty much a walking 3-year-old. That would make sense too.
I think that might be what they meant.
I have surprisingly nice hair for an extra.
We'll let you sleep there too.
Whoa. There's gonna be boys! I see zero potential for horror.
So what's the bet? Is Margaret gonna have a breakdown at the party, or is she getting mean girls?
Maybe she's gonna go carry on everyone's asses. I'd see that. Bring your lore book. Have it, like, eat all the girls in the party. Man, Vanessa, you're lucky I like you, or I would be so mad.
Like, this is fine. I can basically do whatever I want. They still pay me.
Also, dear lord, is that poor woman just, like, required to wear the maid outfit no matter where she goes?
It's in her contract. Failure to comply means she has to wear the sexy kind.
Oh, poor woman.
Okay. That for a second I was like, "Is why did she suddenly shrink?" But we're still in the flashback.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's crazy. She still had that weirdo tiny braid style when she was like 3. It's like, it's amazing that she managed to power walk out of a war-torn nation while being so goddamn stupid. There's gotta be something going on here.
Is she capable though? Because the teacher just kind of seemed to want her to be asleep.
Mm. I taught her to sleep in class. It's been working well so far. That's a bit of an understatement. I'm surprised that nobody is suspecting that goddamn creepy blood book
Yeah.
that she came home with.
Should we look at the book she was carrying out of the war? Nah, it's fine. It's just a book.
I mean, it's just got blood stains and freaky ass pictures of ancient sperm and.
That always works out well. Tell my parents I was going over for a sleepover when I'm there. Can't stop me now. Kid's not here, but I'm hungry, so let's take care of that first.
Not to mention, she's aggressively stupid and probably going to horror hotel. All things considered, I'm surprised those kids aren't boozing.
Anime France is classier than that.
What, you mean the ouch girl, dude? She's stupid.
I just assumed everybody here was families of aristocrats.
I mean, they certainly all look like, you know. Look at this main dude. And she just bites it.
High fives him. He looks like a Lopez.
He does. He looks more like a Louis than Maurice, though. You're the one who's, how they say, hot and bothered. But she just dropped the phone? There are men. I must stop them.
Well, given the trackers so far, they're either going to die or try to bone her, so she's not wrong in trying wanting to stop them.
Fair. I don't want to have a Margaret Lopez in my family. Sorry. Now, if this was an all girls party, this would be a different story. To be fair, this also looks like the scenery that you would see in like a really old Ikeda place.
Yeah.
And we all know how all couples end up in Ikeda stories.
pages in the Tome of Eternal Darkness told me to be wary of you.
Are those shrieks of the undead I hear from your bag, or are you just happy to see me? Look at those duck lips.
Okay, that's a pencil case. I thought for a second she had like like a rolled up sausage in there.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Oh,
this.
I see you're
Oh,
into Ulioth as well.
no, hey, I kind of wasn't kidding. Yeah, this is why I didn't go to the high school dance.
So, is this the book doing that to him, or is he just a dick?
Maybe a bit of both. Yuri chaperonism. Now all she needs is just to pull a gun out of her skirt. Holy shit! Dude brought a knife to a maid fight.
I've seen enough anime to know that this will not go well for him. If there's two classes of people that you don't fuck with in anime, it's maids and butlers.
And if they're ninja maids, just go home, man. I see that as a good enough reason to kill him. Oh, well, I really should just stop joking.
Like, half the problems they have with her could be solved if they kept closer supervision on her than none at all.
Hmm.
Because, like, joking aside, she's clearly not someone that should be left alone right now.
Hmm. She's just somebody who just doesn't really kind of have a sense of direction or self-preservation.
And, like, what's the maid doing during the day? Just being a maid?
I guess just immaculately dusting everything. Just don't let her wander in the streets. Also, I don't get like this weird thing in anime where just kind of like the butlers are just kind of completely heretical race. Like they are just passed down from generation to generation to ruling families and not people who are just, hired, get their paycheck and go home.
No, they have to want to Mamoru, though.
All things considered, that's very restrained grief over just watching your grandfather die in front of you. Well, I nearly let her get assaulted, but at least broke the dude's wrist.
So we can call that one even.
Good night, Moon.
Oh yeah, don't forget it's been like 2 episodes, but these kids are still here.
Yeah. I guess they're pals.
Oh, there's the connection. It's all coming together now.
They both have Satan books.
They're both worshippers of the esoteric order of Dagon.
All things considered, that's a pretty cool tie. No, you can't. Glad she's finally learned her lesson.
When has that ever stopped anyone in anime? I can't go to high school. I just finished high school. So?
Go back. Have fun. Just hide in her locker all day. Just don't ask me where babies came from. Really a bit more happened in that episode than usual.
We do have. We're starting to get a through line, though. Madlax has one of those pages of the ancient sperm in her.
Bedroom.
Yeah, in her anime Hong Kong.
Singles apartment.
Also, the book apparently is actually magic.
Which is pretty rad, all things considered. And I think they're implying that there's something about it that makes people go nuts.
Oh man, if this took a Lovecraftian turn, I'd be way into that.
Not gonna lie, same here. Like, girls with guns Lovecraft. Like, this better be what it turns into.
Don't tease me like that. You know that's not what happens.
Do I? Do I know?
See, now you're just getting my hopes up.
Well, I've got to keep myself entertained through the booze naked woman's ending somehow. And we're still not at the point where we can just start, like, screaming over anything in the plot. I mean, like, it's a Cthulhu book, man. This is, like, relatively big news compared to what we've seen thus far. And we've had somebody introduced who hasn't died in the first episode.
This is true. He just had his wrist broken.
Yeah, so, you know, we're moving up in the world.
We've gone from death to maiming.
Who knows what's next? I don't know why this seems like especially more stuff happening than usual, but it looks like stuff's happening.